What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we're taking a look at the latest updates surrounding asaprocky, including his latest merch in support of his brand new album, which we finally have a release date for. Now before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to the homie Stream Beats, who's been cooking up the beats for these videos, so make sure you guys check them out. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. Shout out to all of my chefs in there. Now, before we dive into the newest Rocky merch and discuss what exactly happened at his fashion show today, I wanted to bring up this tweet from a year ago, which would set things in motion for all fans unbeknownst to us, as it was just about an hour ago before I recorded this that we finally got the news that asaprocky's next album, Don't Be Dumb, is finally releasing later this year. And like most things with Flacko, we would get a preview of this rollout in the form of the following promotional video.
That's what I'm saying. So I told the motherfucker, don't be dumb. Some good shit.
Now, I don't know about you chefs, but just seeing that promo video after waiting 6 long years for any news on this newest album got myself really geeked, and in true fashion killer form, it was just earlier today that Rocky would have his debut at Paris Fashion Week, showing off a new collection for Yooooo, his art collective and fashion brand that he's been rocking with for quite some time. And it was during this debut runway show that Rocky would not only drop a brand new single off of the upcoming album, but also confirm its release date at the end, with an eventual date of August 30th. Now, it was between the buzz of the runway show and the latest album announcement release date that we also got a brand new set of merch that's available for pre-order in support of this Don't Be Dumb album. And while looking at this first box set, which features the following shirt, I can't help but be reminded of the following photo as an inspiration for the graphic that we see. Now additionally, while I don't think Rocky is trying to copy them at all, I want to acknowledge that it's interesting that other major artists such as himself are doing the whole box set bundles with merch that we first saw with Travis Scott during this Utopia era and most recently with Don Toliver. Now, perhaps the most important thing for myself when it comes to purchasing merch, they do advertise that these pieces are supposed to ship within 1 week of the album release, but that remains to be seen, of course. And if you're just looking to support by copying the album itself, they do have it available not only as a standalone CD and digital download, but as well as a vinyl and a cassette that we'll also see. Now, as far as the next available pre-order bundle that's available, we do have an iconic piece of Yooooo merch in the form of the trucker hat, and if you're not familiar, Rocky has been wearing these in some form or fashion over the years, so this is your chance to pick up something pretty special. That bundle will run you a cool $65 and also comes with the CD, and if you didn't see, we also have the cassette, which I think is pretty raw, although I don't have a way to listen to it myself. Now, to follow that up, what kind of fashion killer would Rocky be without including a dope hoodie? So we have the following American Sabotage branded hoodie bundle that'll run you a cool $110, which is seemingly a leftover of the previous collection that we saw, and I'll touch base on a little bit later in this video. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, we have the album release confirmation as August 30th, 2024, with the ability to pre-save this one on all streaming platforms, which should get you excited as, again, it's been a long 6 years. Now, if you're anything like myself and you've been a fan and followed Rocky throughout his career, you'll know that he takes his art direction very seriously, and he's a really creative guy. So I wanted to share the following posters, which were part of the debut fashion show, to help give us a preview of the aesthetic that Rocky is going for, and honestly just taking a look at some dope art pieces. And from what I could tell of the live stream, it does look like all of those in attendance had the following hat waiting for them at their seat, which I think is a really dope collectible piece, and your boy might have to try to find one online. Now, with all that being said, I do want to give Flacko his credit, as this has been a long 6 years in the making, and I understand he's been busy popping out babies with Rihanna and just doing his thing in the fashion world. However, I think we're long overdue, and if you're truly excited for this album like I am, let me know in the comments, bro. Because I know I can't be the only one that's excited for Lord Pretty Flacko Jodye II to finally bless us with this new project. Now, if you're curious for some more Rocky related content, I did cover the release of his last album and the merch surrounding it, so I'll go ahead and link that one in the description. And if you're curious about the collection that I mentioned earlier, taking a look at the American Sabotage pieces, I'll go ahead and have that one at the end of this video. Now, as always guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Bias aside, I think Rocky's definitely got one of the most creative outlets, both musically and in terms of his merch, so I can't wait to see what else drops and finally listen to this album. As always guys, please remember to stay safe out there. Remember, it's lit. Straight up. And peace.